Good morning, everybody. Just going to talk a little bit again about some things that are coming up with the run up to the Civil War, the immediate outbreak of the Civil War. Then I'm going to turn you loose. I'm going to give you some reading. I'm not even sure if I'm going to give you a primary document today or save that for tomorrow. You guys take it nice and easy today. All right, so we talked about the election of 1860. Key points is that Lincoln was popular, but only in the North. He wasn't popular in the South. It was a very divisive election. Okay, Lincoln wins the North. Nowhere in the South, the states secede, creating a compromise, last ditch effort to stop it. It would have included a constitutional amendment to stop the North from messing with slavery. It didn't go through. War breaks out at Fort Sumter. Okay, South Carolina, a Union fort. It's garrisoned by the American Army off the coast of South Carolina. South Carolina forms the CSA, right, the Confederate States of America. War breaks out in that fort. That fort is taken by the Confederates. Okay, keep in mind the significance of these border states, especially places like Maryland, right? Washington, D.C. is between Maryland and Virginia. If Virginia is Confederate, which it is, and Maryland turns Confederate, then you have Washington sandwiched, surrounded by enemy territory. Lincoln had to pay particular attention to these border states, and this explains why he doesn't pass legislation to end slavery until a few years into the war. We'll get back into that later. And so in the North and South, various geographies, okay? The North is the Union, the United States, the Yankees, the South, the Confederacy, the Rebs, the CSA, divided per states. North, huge industrial advantages. Um, for instance, transportation, okay? More roads, more canals, more railroads, more men. Um, Canals were cheaper to move stuff. Railroads were faster, but the North has both. Industry and inventions give an advantage. For instance, the mechanical reaper, made in Chicago factories, did the work of many slaves. The North has more business. The North has more industry. So we said the first shots of the war fired at Fort Sumter outside Charleston, South Carolina. Abraham Lincoln uses this incident to force the Confederate president to fire the shots, makes him look like he started it. All right, now I just want to get into the Northern plan for the war before we start. It's called the Anaconda Plan. The Anaconda Plan. Okay, now what is an anaconda? An anaconda is a giant constricting snake. The anaconda snake, what it does is it wraps itself around its prey and it slowly suffocates it to death. So the United States plan for the war is called the Anaconda Plan because that's what they're going to try to do. The plan's got three parts. Okay, one, we're going to blockade the South's ports to cut off its trade. We're going to stop it from shipping its king cotton overseas to Britain if we could. We're going to cut it off by ocean. We're going to capture the Mississippi River, cut the Confederacy in two. We're going to block it on the east in the ocean. We're going to block it on the west, the Mississippi, cut off its trade. And finally, we're going to come down from Washington and we're going to attack Richmond, Virginia, and seize the capital of the Confederacy. Once all three of these are complete, we'll be like a snake, slowly constricting its prey, slowly constricting it. That's our plan, the Anaconda Plan. Like a slow, suffocating snake, we're going to destroy the Confederacy. Now, the first major battle of the war is going to break out in Bull Run, called by the Confederates Manassas Creek. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. I'll give you a reading about that today. If you have any questions, email me up. Keep up the good work, you guys. Miss you all. See you soon.